I feel like getting on a camera and expressing my political opinion, not political opinion, like it's a political opinion, it's just a personal opinion. My personal opinion of why. Two things. Because I am going to play devil's advocate for Trump, which I've done before. I don't even feel like I'm playing devil's advocate for him. I feel like he just hasn't been given a fair shake. More of what I feel is that he just hasn't. No, he hasn't been accurately presented to me. I don't feel like I can make a choice as to whether or not I would choose Kamala or Trump because mostly from the Democratic side, he has not been shown accurately. It's been more character assassination, which I don't care if he could get into the White House and do a whole mountain of blow and have nothing but cocaine and hookers throughout the entire presidency if he stuck to the policy and did a good job in office. I don't care if he went through there and had a hookers and blow party every weekend. It could be like Trump party hour every weekend. He's like Monday through Friday he does his job. Saturday and Sunday he has a P Diddy freak off. I wouldn't care as long. Okay, maybe not a P Diddy freak off. That's a little bit too far. But I wouldn't object to him. I wouldn't object to any politician indulging in any level of vice or promiscuous, not just necessarily promiscuous activity, any kind of activity where on like a personal level you would judge the person for it, but professionally they still get the job done. When it comes to a politician, all I care about is professionally can they get the job done. I don't feel like I would get. I do feel like I would get that with Trump. I don't feel like I would get that with Kamala, and I don't feel like Kamala. I don't feel like any Democrat has been. I don't feel like no. Primarily, it's just the right now. Just speaking about the primary, don't feel like there's been an accurate portrayal of either candidate, and for what I've seen, more for him than for her. I do. Then that's the whole point of why I'll bring this around. I'm not a Republican. I'd rather be apolitical, but a lot of the people in my family are Democrats. So I'd rather the Democratic Party be a party that had principles, had standards, stood by them, and was some kind of ideological foil to the Republicans. Because when I was growing up, I thought with the two party system that we have, at the very least, the two parties were a foil to each other. They would iron would sharpen iron, that kind of thing. Because I do believe ideally we should have a multi party system, but since we don't, I at least accepted that with our two party system, both parties understood that they're supposed to have something of an adversarial relationship with each other. Even though they're incestuous at the end, they're like puppies in a box, they still at least work towards keeping a certain level of integrity amongst each other. Like they appreciate the position that they're in, the special privileged position that they're in, even if they are mostly just playing, getting handsy with each other, for want of a better word. I would be very vulgar with my characterization of the relationship that they have amongst each other, politicians have amongst each other when they get into high levels of power. I would be very derogatory in my description of their relationship, but I'm not going to go with those four words. It's just, I don't feel like he was accurately represented, so the way I voted, I'm just saying it out loud. I put in other, and I am disgusted with the both of you. That's how I voted. And the reason I voted for that is because I don't feel like the Democratic Party has been honest about the Republicans. And I'm all for fiscal conservatism, but I like weed. I like drugs. I like smoking. So I'm going to be more socially liberal, financially conservative. My cat just fell in the water bowl. I'm gonna go check on her. She's probably drenched and very upset right now. But yeah, Politics hasn't been honest in the United States for a long time, and it's getting to a disgusting level where I can't vote for either one of you. You both suck. Do better.